Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss tweed fabric and I'm going to show you 3 different types of the pattern we can make using very simple yet effective techniques. So here I have taken A4 size paper, the Bristol paper, and you can see the measurement here very quickly. And just make your figures little bigger whenever you are practicing any kind of fabric. It's better to draw it in a large scale so you can practice the strokes and the coloring techniques very nicely. And the links of the materials will be given in the description box below. Okay, so the first step would be doing the base color. Now, if you have a ready-made color with you, like some alcohol marker or any brush pen, you can use that to do the base color first. Like here, I have this alcohol marker in this very similar shade to this kind of reference picture, and also you can make this kind of shade using watercolors also. Since it's a color from the grey family, we will be needing black and white, and using black and white we can make the grey color, of course. And to the grey color we have to mix one undertone, like any shade of the brown you see. Now for this one you have to mix and do your swatching to understand if the color is similar to the one you are looking for. Now undertone can depend on many things, like if the gray is a little bit on the warm side, you can mix this sienna color, which is again a warm color. So that again depends on how you are mixing and matching your colors. You can mix more of the black, less of the white, more of the brown. So this again depends on the type of the color you are looking for, and of course by swatching and doing your trial and error method, you can definitely find out the nearest color possible. So every time we don't need any marker, we can always make our own color swatches just from the watercolors itself. So guys, talking about tweed, it's a naturally obtained fiber textile made from wool, and it can be woven into different pattern. And here we are doing the base color, and to give the texture of that wool and that pattern, to show that kind of weave, we will be using pencil colors. Again, it doesn't matter which brand you are using, just try to find out the nearest color possible if you are following any reference picture. So here I will quickly swatch some colors, like if the base color is this kind of warm grayish color, I will try to find out a gray which is very similar to the base color. First of all, this pencil is important, that you have a similar color pencil to the base color. Then we can show that texture of the wool very nicely. Along with this pencil, you can choose combination of other pencils as well, because sometimes this woolen fabric, this weaves, can have some undertone also. So just some nearest color, like combination of this gray along with this sienna along with this kind of other gray colors. So like 3 to 4 colors will come together very well. So I have taken combination of this colors, and I will start layering the pencils. Maybe we can go from the lighter shade and complete it with some blackish or very dark grayish tone. So that again depends that what is the amount of the darkness, that is the amount of shadows in the garment. So here you can see guys how I'm using the pencil to give its light texture effect over the base color. Here we just need to maintain our pressure so that it can be very uniform over the fabric. You can start with very soft strokes. There is nothing to rush, and just try to maintain that pressure in your hand, and after one layer is completed, you can slowly start increasing the pressure to give that little darker strokes, especially around the folds, around the corners, near the sleeves, near the hemline. So that again depends at where we have to increase the pressure. So yes, we have to take the reference picture into consideration, and here you can see I'm done with the first layer. So now I'm going with the second color. So this color also I will start layering over the first color, and just to blend in both the color really nice. Here also I'm giving with very soft strokes and maintaining my pressure as I keep on increasing the strokes and doing it all over the base in a very smooth manner. Here you can see the actual speed in which I am running my pencil in a very soft manner. The idea is to just bring this kind of very tiny effect to mimic the woolen pattern. And lastly, I'm going with this gray again to blend the second color. So yeah, you can use that one common color, that is the color we have chosen according to the base color. So that color is like the main color. So that color you can use to blend in the other colors. After this, you can use your black or any gray to give the darker shadows, and here you can see I'm using this gray to give that corner darkness between here, and just trying to keep little bit of the highlights in the center of the sleeves. Now again, this fabric is not very shiny, and it has more of the textures because it is a woven fabric made of wool, so it's about showing all the textures and the heaviness of the fabric. Now guys, talking about tweed fabric, there are so many different types of patterns and the weaves that I've tried to show at least 3 here in this video. When you observe the fabric from a very close manner, you can understand the weave which is going on. Like there are multiple types of weave, like the twill, over check, striped, herringbone, and barley corn, houndstooth, dogtooth, plates, etc. So I feel pencil colors are one of the best mediums to mimic the patterns, and also to give that woolen texture. And in my last previous videos, you can see that I've used pencil colors only to give the texture of the fur and the wool. So if you have not checked those videos yet, you can definitely go and check out. I will be posting the links in the description box. So it's very fun working with pencil colors. Now pencil colors can also be very versatile. It can be used to blend very soft fabrics like satin, and also it can be used to depict a very rough fabric like wool itself. So guys, here you can see I'm almost done with the texture, and lastly finishing it off nicely with this black pencil. Giving the strokes again is very important, so again be careful with your black, and the amount of the shadows can again depend on the fabric or on the reference picture you are using. So either black or gray can be used for giving the last finishing shades. Also using this fine liner to give the button look, and here I am done with the first look, first weave here. And this one is actually a very common method you can definitely use for your tweed fabric, and it's also a quick method, like doing the base color and then showing the texture using your pencil colors. Okay, so moving to the second one, here you can see this reference picture. It's a very popular style of the plate pattern and a signature style of the Chanel. And to do this method, you can either do a base color and try it out by giving this kind of stripe effect with your white gel pen or any kind of white paint, and after that using little texture effect doing with the pencil color. So this is one approach which I'm showing you over this swatch. So guys, either this or you can do another method which I'm going to show you here, and I like this method more, doing it with the emboss method. Now in the emboss method we will be using an empty pen, and using that empty pen we will put good pressure over the paper. Now here your paper has to be quite thick. If your paper is not very thick, it will end up getting ruined, so make sure your paper is good and very thick. And using the emboss tool, that is this empty pen, we will depict that pattern which is over this fabric. Now this is going to be very time consuming. Here you can see how I'm putting my pressure and trying to build all this pattern which I can see exactly in the reference picture. And here you can also play around with the thickness of that pattern. Some lines I'm just going again and again to just give little more thickness to the lines, and somewhere I'm just putting little pressure to put little less of the thickness. So yeah, you need to have that control on your hand to just play around with the strokes. So after this one is done, now I'm taking the pencil color, that is the black color, and using this I will run over the pattern here, and the pattern will start getting developed. So you can see like two colors, that is the base white of the paper and the black color which I'm giving with the pencil. So again, in this method you can use a different pencil along with your black as well. When I have observed the picture very well, I can see little bit of that undertone of the sienna color. That's why I'm mixing these two colors, but the dominant color is black only. So either you can just keep the black or you can mix a second color with it to create this multicolor look in the weaves. And in this way I will finish the fabric. And again, just check for any other external patterns, like in the pockets or near the collars, if there is a difference in the direction of the weave, so you can put the pattern separately. And after that, using the pencil color again, I will do the strokes. While doing the pencil color also guys, you can maintain your pressure, like in somewhere it can be very dark, and in around the corner especially it can be very dark, and you can also use the second color, or along with the second color maybe you can use a third color also. So again, it depends on the reference picture which you are observing. And here you can see with the black color how I'm just putting little pressure to create this kind of little boxy effect, like checkered or the plate pattern, whichever pattern is like given here. To create that effect, it's all about the play with the pencil color. guys, here I'm done with the textures, and lastly adding the shadows using watercolor black. Now the reason I'm using watercolor black is that after I'm done with the pencil colors, just to increase little more of the depth, like at one point of time pencil colors might not give that much of the depth, right? So at that moment you can use any other medium like maybe watercolor or poster color black to give that extra amount of shadows. And also this fringes, I'm doing it with this detailing brush itself. So guys, coming to the last one, here you can see in this reference picture combination of various colors to create this checked pattern. And we will start with the lightest color as the base. So whenever you have this kind of reference picture, pick the lightest color which you can find. Like here I've given the burnt sienna as the base, and now I'm swatching the pencil colors for you. Now this pencil colors can range from your brown color family to the yellowish color family, and also I'm picking the blue and the green because I will use this as the undertone. So like 5 to 4 colors specifically to create that checked pattern over the base color. Now you can choose the nearest color which you have with you, and we can start building the layers. Like first layer we have already done. Now according to the base color I've used this pencil color from the same burnt sienna family, and we will start by building up the pattern slowly. Like you can start with the lines first, creating the blocks, and giving that texture again which we did in the first one, like just using our pencil color to give that texture effect of the wool. And here we will start with the first color and build on the layers. Now with the second color using the darker brown over it, and after that guys we will keep on building the colors layer by layer, and once it is done then we can finish it off with the shade. Now this is the most time consuming one, so I hope you have understood all the process. Like in the video till now you have went through the 3 process, and I know this one is little bit on the difficult side because we have to understand the pattern also, and we have to give the texture of the tweed fabric also, so that can be little on the tougher side. But yes, if we start with the easiest one and keep on challenging ourselves, so this might not be as tough as it looks. So yes, you can just start with a very simple fabric pattern, and then you can use this kind of difficult ones for the later part. So here you can see guys, I am using the green one just to layer it little bit over that brown, just to mix two colors. Because when you observe the fabric from a very close, like you just zoom in the picture, you can see little bit of the greenish and the bluish undertone. So just for that, and when you are giving those undertones, you don't need to sketch it very dark, you just do it very lightly. Like here you can see guys, just with the blue I'm lightly swatching the color, so it may not be visible very in a loud manner, but just to create that little tint of the color strokes. Now here we might require to do multiple layering of the colors, guys. There is no particular way of doing it. Like, yes, one method you can follow is that you can start with the lighter color which you have from your range of pencils, like the lighter brown, then you can follow with the darker brown, and after that the black, then the gray, and that undertone colors. The undertone colors for me were green and blue. So yes, you can follow a particular method, but when you are not satisfied, like you may see that one color is like maybe on the lighter side, so you can go again with that pencil to create the depth. So it's all about just testing out the pencils, and we can keep on layering as many times as we want. So here you can see I'm giving the black, building the corner shadows and also the lines of the checked pattern. So guys, between each check pattern, check box, we have to give that pencil stroke, so you can go particularly in each box and layering it with the green, so that green and that brown is mixing to create this multicolor thing. So just like the reference picture, I'm trying to follow the reference picture as far as possible. But yeah, sometimes we may not have the exact color pencils with us, or it might be little difficult to understand the color. So that might happen because this is a traditional approach we are doing, completely hand drawn illustration. So sometimes it might not be possible to draw it exactly. So the best thing is to pick the nearest color, depict the exact pattern which we can understand at the best, and yeah, just following the thing, making it again if we are not satisfied in the first time, and always doing it in swatch. So before you move to your main sketch, you can first try it in swatches. You can make your own combination of pencil colors and practice in smaller swatches. Once you're satisfied there, then move to your main sketch. Guys, feel free to decrease the speed of the video and follow the pencil colors which I'm giving here. Actually, I'm not following any particular order. If I feel that I see one of the color little less or one color should be increased, I just take that particular color and swatch it over again. So here you can see I'm using this brown to create more of the depth in the lines, and after that I might feel that the green is little on the lesser side, so I will take that undertone of the green and just swatch it over here. So yeah, this is what I came up. And lastly, this final strokes of the white which I can see little bit in the picture, and we are done here. And after this I am taking the black again to increase more of the depth. So this was actually very time consuming, so I had to increase the speed of the video, and anyway this video was getting very lengthy. But I hope you all enjoyed the process, and this is actually very interesting thing to work with our pencil colors to create different textures. So in this autumn winter season, before the spring season comes, we should practice all our winter fabrics, and I hope you all are having fun doing all the fabrics. And definitely try this and also the previous videos which I've shared in the menswear series and in the pencil texture series. So I'm finally done with the third one. Here you can see all the three illustrations. I hope you liked this video. Do let me know your views and if any recommendations you have for the video and the tutorials. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. I shall see you all very soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.